Joshua, I'll give you instructions in dressing room. Ya te di los instructions, cabrones. I expect a good, clean fight. When the pelea, lo que espero yo. Protect yourself at all times, protect yourself todo el tiempo, obey my instructions all the time. Obedece todo el tiempo. Chocolate guantes. Touch them up.
Ruben Perez, the third man in the ring. Jesse Reyes, David Iobuchi, Christopher McGlory, the judges, and our timekeeper, Gennaro Perez and Marcus Brown. We're getting ready for this one. Scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Javier Meza, 4-0 from Amarillo, Texas, fighting in his home state for the first time as a pro, the 21-year-old. Joshua Briones from Guadalajara, Mexico. He's in the green. Be a good test for Meza. Because, Lex, when you get the fighters with that record of 3-4-1, and they've been fighting undefeated fighters, you got to see what they're going to offer to you. And I think we're going to see more resistance tonight from Briones than we did see in our first fight.
Yeah, definitely. When you fight someone with 3 and 4, you tend to look at their knockout losses. And Briones only has 1 knockout loss, which is very impressive because he's been fighting some hard opposition, undefeated fighters.
That's the voice of Alexis Rocha, Golden Boy welterweight contender. Stay tuned to the Golden Boy social media accounts. There'll be news about Alexis' next fight coming soon. But tonight we're in Dallas. No, we are at Dickies Arena in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the DFW. As Dickies Arena is going to be the site of the main event tonight of Virgil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin. And Reza right away landing that body shot, Lex.
Another nice jab that momentarily staggered Briones.
Training with Joel Diaz, Antonio Diaz of the Diaz Brothers training camp in Coachella, California. And, you know, there's a lot of fantastic fighters in there. As Meza going upstairs, landing a shot flush.
Very smart by Meza, working and investing in the body early. That's going to be key and crucial for the later rounds.
Saul Meza, his father, Nieves Portillo, also in the corner. Family from Villa Coronado, Chihuahua, Mexico. So saludos a toda la gente de Chihuahua. Meza, I like his aggressiveness today.
Yeah, but he's very smart and very patient with his aggressiveness. He's not overshooting his punches. They're well-calculated shots. And he's always starting everything with the jab. That's the perfect rangefinder is your jab. You always want to go in, do some punches with the jab. Briones landed a nice short left hook in the inside.
Briones fighting off the ropes. Is that good or bad?
It could be very bad, and it can be to your disadvantage when you're on the ropes. You don't power too much shots from there when your back is against the ropes.
Lead right hand from Briones. Briefly moves back Meza, but Meza right on top of him in the blue. And Briones just holding on to that right side. Finally, the judge recognizes it. Good opening round. This was scheduled for 6. Uppercut from Meza, followed by a hook. Briones trying to roll. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Didn't roll that straight right that Meza just threw. If I'm Briones, my back should be against the ropes. It should be in the middle of the ring and away from the ropes because Mesa's looking to take some steam out of his by using the body shots and throwing combinations.
It's worked out for him well. He's a 21-year-old professional. And his dad, we were talking to him, like, yeah, well, his mom started training, and I did too. And then the kid stuck with it.
I've never heard of your mom starting the boxing tradition. It's always been the uncle, the dad, or a brother, never the mom.
Yeah, his dad's like, we would watch fights, but the mom was going and doing the boxing class to work out, you know, stay in shape. You always hear the mom taking the kid to the gym because he was a bad kid. Yeah, work at some aggression.
Not in this case.
No.
Not like Meza on an undercard and Golden Boy fighting here in Dickies Arena. He's looking sharp. Everything's off the jab, and I love seeing that by young fighters, especially when you're 4-0, 3-0.
And there's Briones landing the hooks upstairs. See, this is what you wanted from him, right? In the middle of the ring.
You want to be inside the middle of your Briones. You don't want to be against the ropes because that's going to be in the upper hand of Meza. Briones is looking to stay in the middle and start exchanging in his defense. Briones throws a nice, sneaky right uppercut that caught Meza a moment ago.
You're working your way up the ladder in your young career. Can't be no diva around here. No diva activities.
No, you can't. You have to go in there and you have to do your fist do the talking. But early on, this is a nice test, and someone's mouthpiece just fell off. Looks like it was Mesa's mouthpiece.
Referee notices it. Then just keep the action going. Just because the mouthpiece is out doesn't mean you stop the action. You wait for a break. And now Meza bleeding from the nose. And you're right, Alexis, it was Mesa's mouthpiece that went out.
Good matchmaking by Razo. Because Briones is his game. He's coming to fight, and he's landing some shots, but he's throwing some shots back.
You know, when we prepare for fights, you know there's some fights that are going to go quick. No, Briones, I was looking up, researching, I'm like, oh, this is one I expect good, hard 6 rounds. And it's good quality matchmaking, you're right. A counter by Briones off the ropes.
Looks like Briones rolling kind of did some damage there. He got off a short little sneaky right hand.
Now Meza countering. Second bout of the night, Virgil Ortiz, Erickson Lubin, the main event later on. At 7 o'clock local, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. You'll need the DAZN app. And opening up the show will be Robin Safar, Joshua Edwards, Amari Jones, Darius Fulgham, and David Stevens, and Virgil in the main event.
Both these fighters getting some leather go right now.
Yeah, this is good.
A good scrap. Mesa's in a good fight tonight.
Uppercut landed by Briones, the Mexican. Much better round for Briones. So Meza cut for the first time in his career in California. Well, the legendary Jimmy Montoya was the man who connected. You're going to have the doctor check him out? Really? This soon? Check out the nose? Yeah, exactly. Like, he's fine. Jimmy Montoya, who trained Joel Diaz when Joel fought for a world title in South Africa years ago, called Joel and said, hey, there's a young fighter in Texas I really like. You're going to train him. Simple as that. So Jimmy, who mentored Joel, said, you got him, you take him. And that's how they connected. Joel De La Hoya is Mesa's manager. And he goes to Coachella for 6 to 8 weeks for training camp. And they come back to Amarillo, go back and forth. But that's where Joel has Madrimov, Beck to Bully. He has a young quality stable at Golden Boy prospects, Caden Griffiths and Grant Flores. And Grant Flores and Meza actually fought as amateurs. So Tonio Diaz hopes find some of the amateurs. Like, I remember this kid. You know how many fighters coming out of Amarillo, Texas, but they liked him, and that's where he's at right now. But he's in tough against Joshua Briones, who's gaining steam.
Very tough. Briones is looking to have some success with those uppercuts in the inside. Mesa's got to fight him a little bit in the outside because he's always getting caught with the short right uppercuts and the lead left hooks thrown by Briones. Briones also looks a little big and strong.
Yeah, he does.
Looks slightly bigger than Meza.
Yeah, he rehydrated well. Saludos a toda la banda Mercado de Guadalajara, el equipo Briones. Works for the family business. Does Briones, chasing his fighting dream.
Nice short left hook landed by Meza.
A 21-year-old against a 22-year-old. This is good action.
Good action. Real good action. It just shows the resistance of Briones, and it also proves a point to Meza that, you know, you got to fight these type of fighters to move on to the next level.
Oh, good
nice.
Uppercut from Briones.
Meza also landed a short left hook to the body. But it was Meza who did get the bad end of that.
And credit to Team Meza for taking on a fighter like Briones. A lot of people might say, I don't want to fight this kind of guy. Maybe too soon. I want an easier touch. I want to pad the record to 12-0, 13-0. That's not the case tonight. And also, that doesn't do anything good for a fighter.
Does not do anything good for a fighter. What good is it when you're fighting these guys who have knockout losses all coming by way of knockout and not getting any resistance? When you're tested in deep waters, when you fight a Briones in the future, that's when you're really going to be tested.
Briones, he's picking up steam, closing the round strong. But Meza right there with him. 10 seconds to go in round number 3. Body shot from Meza at the end. Uppercut from Meza. And Briones trying to counter off the ropes. He had been doing so well away from the ropes. Why get there?
Why get back? He's finding a lot of success in the middle of the ring, and that's where he should be going.
Later on tonight, thank you for joining us on the Go the Boy YouTube page. Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha. Round number 4 in a close fight. Good test for the 4-0 Javier Meza, El Gallito. All right, but you know that Joel Diaz is going to have the fighter ready because the sparring that he gets in that gym is elite because he's going up against some of the best in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. The regimen in the gym is always going to be tough, mentally, physically. I don't think Meza is out of condition here. I think he's just in tough against Briones, a guy who's determined to win just as much as he is.
Briones coming in for Factor B Boxing in Guadalajara. He showed up with just Ramiro Ponce, his trainer, and that's it. And he's against the ropes, bleeding from the nose more. As Meza trying to go upstairs with that left hook. He's found a home for it. Referee warning Meza for a headbutt. And that was a good break from Briones because he was getting tagged.
He was getting tagged.
Why would he jump in right there?
Meza was having a lot of success with Briones not throwing punches back. It was a good round for Meza.
Yeah, he came out strong.
Came out real strong, putting the pressure, backing up Briones on the ropes.
Body shot from Meza.
Doubling up those hooks, body to the head. Confuses your opponent.
Like, Meza doesn't look like a fighter who's only 4-0.
No, I love his. Oh, nice.
That right there. The combination.
Nice.
Briones is tagged. Briones' knees buckled. Briones' face is getting worked right now. And Meza jumping on it. Briones just winging punches, trying to keep the fighter in blue off of him, and he does briefly. Overhand right from Meza, slipping punches.
Briones has to keep that left hand up because he got staggered with that right hand, and he just ate another uppercut.
A minute to go in round number 4. Excellent round for El Gallito Javier Meza. Going upstairs, going to the body. As this Briones in green has been slowed down.
What Meza's doing right now is really smart. He's jabbing to the body to bring Briones' left hook down to shoot the right hand to land it right on the chin of Briones, just like that.
And that left hand is down right in front of us, Alexis Rocha, as Briones is trying to keep Meza off to no avail. El Gallito locked in. Overhand right, snaps back the head of Briones. Swing and a miss for the fighter in green. Final seconds of an excellent 4th round for El Gallito Javier Meza. We still got 2 more to go.
From beginning to the end, Meza started off very strong. I appreciate those kind words.
5th round. Right now it's about Javier Meza pulling away from Joshua Briones in green. If you're Meza, do you just step on the gas?
You step on the gas a little bit. You also want to focus on the body, just like Meza threw a short right hand to the body right now. You also want to invest to slow down and keep him out of breath.
Like, you're the expert, you're the analyst here, but just watching from where I'm at right now, it looks like Meza is doing a good job of keeping his distance with the shot selection.
Yes, he knew he had the perfect punch selection with the right hand that caught and staggered Briones earlier. Now he's mixing it well to the body, throwing left hook downstairs and upstairs and mixing it up.
Because young fighters, especially ones with only 4 pro fights, they like to smother themselves at times.
Yes, you hit it on the head, Beto. They love to smother themselves. They don't get the full resistance, and they don't get the full sit down on their punches to hurt their opponent.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. He doesn't look like a fighter with only 4 pro fights. That means the work he's getting in the gym is really, really elite.
Yes, I love the poise of Meza from starting round 1 till now.
That's another good thing you point out, the poise, because if a fighter, they might have blood, or the referee's checking you out, the doctor's checking you out. Sometimes they don't know how to react at the age of 21.
Yeah, exactly. But the poise is going to help them be relaxed and stay determined to victory, not just focus on the negative. You got to focus on the positive, which is the shooting that right hand over. knowing the fact that you're in there tough with Briones, and keep moving around and gain some valuable experience off this fight.
And now Briones just swinging wild and missing more blood from the nose of Briones in green. Yeah, his pace has slowed down so much.
Tremendously.
Well, Meza seems to be picking it up. Against the ropes is not where Briones wants to be with a minute to go in round number 5. There's a combination, uppercuts, letting his hands go. Briones almost went through the ropes, slipping.
Looks like Briones almost lost his balance right there, leaning on against the ropes. But again, that's nowhere he should be. He wants to fight in the middle of the ring.
It looks like the middle's where Meza wants to be too.
Yeah, but now I think Mesa's taking it over. I think the investment to the body and him just shooting the straight right hand is confusing Briones, and now Mesa's taking over the fight.
Combination solid from Meza in blue. El Gallito looking strong with 10 seconds to go in round number 5. Excellent fight. Fun fight so far. The main event tonight, Virgil Ortiz against Erickson Lubin. You'll need the DAZN app for that fight. As you'll see, 5 fights total. Also included Darius Fulgham against David Stevens. The heavyweight Joshua Edwards, Robin Safar, and Amari Jones also on the broadcast. 6th and final round for Joshua Briones. Can he do something, dig deep, and try to pull off the upset against the undefeated Javier Meza in blue?
Meza was in a fight tonight with Briones coming forward and also dictating the pace as well.
You mentioned the matchmaking that Javier Razo and Eric Gomez for Golden Boy, the president, that, the last fight, we said it, he took on an opponent who was 11-12, tough as nails, never goes down, and you walk away from that fight frustrated. You got the win, but it just didn't look right. But those kind of fights, those rounds, prepare you for something like this.
Absolutely, but it's all about matchmaking in the day. It's how you test a young fighter moving up. We mentioned that fighting guys and padding your records to 10-0, 10 knockouts does not do anything, because when you fight fighters like Briones that come in, that want to win, that busted you up, and you have to go in there and fight, that shows what type of fighter you're developing into. And Mesa's doing a hell of a job right now, who just ate a short uppercut.
And Briones is not going away. I mean, you had a couple of those guys at the Belasco where you're just like, damn it, get out of here.
Get out. You hurt them, and they're coming right back, and you're like, why isn't this guy going down?
And
but that's just the matchmaking.
And that's allowed you to become where you're at, elite, one of the best in the 147-pound division. That's Alexis Rocha.
Swing and a miss by Briones.
Yeah, Briones' hands go really low now. They're getting heavy. He's game, though.
Very game. Oh, nice right hand landed by Briones.
He's still got a little bit in him. Oh, maybe more. Big right hand from Briones. Stuns Meza, who wears that shot. That's easily the biggest shot that Mesa's taken in his career. Another shot from Briones. Meza to the body.
Meza has to hold right now.
Yes, he does. Did Briones do enough in this round as the clock is running out?
Smart move by Meza.
I mean, Briones just emptying the tank. That's all heart right now. Ten seconds to go in the fight. Briones letting it all out. Meza, in his first time in Texas, had his hands full. Did he do enough to pull it off? And we will go to the judges' scorecard for 6 good quality rounds. What a fun fight between Javier Meza El Gallito and Joshua Briones from Guadalajara, Mexico. Great fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Christopher Migliori scores it 59-55. And both judges, Jesse Reyes and David Iacobucci, are in agreement. They both scored the same, 58-56. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Javier El Gallito Meza.
All right, so unanimous decision for Javier Meza, 58-56, for 4 rounds to 2. I can see that for him. Real good job. Real fun fight.